Wednesday. My name's Amanda. This is Yogalates. Go ahead and start your watches, your workout watches. We're going to go ahead and come down to a tabletop position with your wrists under your shoulders, knees under your hips. Do a few cat-cows here with your breath. Arch your spine, tuck your toes, bring your gaze up towards the ceiling. Scoop and arch your back, rounding your spine, bringing your gaze towards your navel. Flatten out your feet. Tuck your toes, bring your gaze up towards the ceiling. And then rounding your spine, gaze toward your navel, flatten your feet. Go ahead and come back to a neutral spine. Maybe move your hips from side to side. Core remains nice and engaged. Maybe doing a few circles with your hips if that feels good. Drawing your bum down towards your heels. And then, of course, reversing the direction. Warming up the lower body. Go ahead and come back to a tabletop. From here, go ahead and reach your right arm up towards the ceiling. Reach it under and through the left side of your body. 2 more times. Right arm up, under and through. 1 more time. This time we're going to hold the right arm under and through the left side body. Go ahead and reach it back up. Plant your right hand down now for the left side. Left arm reaches up, under and through the right side body. Left arm reaches back up 2 more times, just like this. Once more. Left arm up, under and through. Hover and hold. Core is engaged. Looking out over your right shoulder for 2 and 1. Left arm reaches back up towards the ceiling. Go ahead and plant your hand down. Go ahead and extend your right leg straight back. We're going to draw that left leg up and over, that right leg up and over the left side body. Stretching, looking over your left shoulder. Go ahead and come back to starting position, drawing your right knee next to your left. Extend your left leg straight. Bring your left leg up and over the outside of your right leg. Stretching, looking over your right shoulder. Go ahead and come back through center. Go ahead and maybe draw your fingertips towards your knees. Maybe out towards the side. Nice relaxation, stretch of your wrist. If you have your fingertips facing away from your body, maybe bend and extend your elbows. And then go ahead and come back, pressing back to a wide knee child's pose, pressing your bum towards your heels, stretching your fingertips out long, maybe drawing your forehead or your chin down to the earth. Maybe rocking your head from side to side if that feels good. You can tempt your fingers by lifting the palms of your hands up, pressing the pads of your fingertips into the floor. Nice straight arms. Go ahead and release your palms back down if you have them lifted. Walk your hands over to the right side of your mat, placing your left hand on top of your right for a nice deep stretch all along the left side body. If you'd like an even deeper stretch, without forcing it, gently rotate your left shoulder down towards the floor. It does not have to touch. Still keeping your left thumb towards your left heel. Hold it for 2 and 1. Gently rotate back to center. Palms come through center, palms over to the left side. Right hand stacks on top of the left. Pressing your right bum towards your right heel. For an even deeper stretch, gently rotate your right shoulder down towards the floor. And 2 and 1. Go ahead and come back to child's pose. Send your arms long for 1 breath. And push yourself up to a tabletop position. Back to your wrists under your shoulders, knees are under your hips. Tuck your toes, bring your hands up, palm print forward, and lift your hips up, coming into a piped up down dog. Maybe pedaling your heels 1 at a time. Biceps frame your ears, gaze is towards your navel. And then lifting both of your heels, gently lower them over to the right side. Enjoying that stretch all along the right side of your body. Gently lift your heels, lowering them over to the left side this time. Lift your heels once more. Maybe bend and extend the knees together or alternating. And then pressing your heels back down towards the earth. Gently walk your hands back. Have a deep bend in your knees. You can place your hands on the floor or on a block if you'd like more support. You can bend and extend your knees here. Keeping your head nice and relaxed, just relaxing it down. Maybe shake it no. Maybe shake it yes. You can have your legs straight or a micro bend in your knees. You can grab opposite elbows, swaying side to side for an even deeper lower back stretch. And then gently release your hands back down to the floor or a block, rolling up slowly, one vertebrae at a time. Roll your shoulder blades back, roll them forward. All right, so option today is to use a block throughout the class. I'll instruct when we're going to add it in. Feel free to add it in at any time if you'd like. It's totally optional. You can also use a book, sturdy box. You can use a pillow, whatever you have that's in a rectangle box shape form. All right, let's go ahead and get started with our first move today. Bring our feet hip width apart and parallel. Arms reach up overhead, coming into mountain pose. We're going to bend our knees, coming into a squat, drawing your elbows down towards your knees and reaching back up. Slow and controlled. Your palms are facing in towards one another, squatting deeper, bending your knees even more. Maybe your elbows tap your knees. They do not have to. Reaching up tall as you straighten your legs, drawing your elbows down as you bend deep into that squat. Your arms are framing your face, making that 11 shape with your arms. Keep it going. Almost there. Moving with control. All right, give me one more wherever you're at. And then we're going to come down and find our tabletop position from here. Wrists on our shoulders, knees on our hips, tuck your toes, bring your hands up, palm print forward. Coming back to your down dog position, we're going to lift our right leg up towards the ceiling. We're going to open up that hip, stacking your hip, maybe circle out your right knee. And then, of course, reversing the direction, just opening up that hip just a little bit more. Go ahead and square your hips again. Step your right foot through in between your palms. From here, left hand comes to the inside of your right leg. Right arm reaches up. Tap down to your left wrist 3 times. Reach up 2 more. Tap back down 1 more. Reaching up. Tap back down. Go ahead, bring your right hand down. Step your right foot back, 3-legged dog. And then step it through. Once more. 3 arm reaches. Reach up. Tap down. Reach up. Tap down. Reach up. Go ahead and frame your right foot. Go ahead and come to high crescent, drawing your arms up overhead, squaring out your hips. From here, we're going to draw our arms to a cactus, elbows bent down as you come to a lunge. Maybe that back left leg taps the floor. It does not have to. Holding that deep bend in your front right leg. High crescent lunge. Coming into a deep lunge, bending that back left leg down. Ball of your back left foot pressed into the earth. Elbows come down to shoulder height. Palms are facing away from your body. Keep it going. Almost there. 1 more. From here, we're going to hold in that lunge, keeping that back left knee lifted. We're going to lift and lower that front right knee. Just a tiny raise. Tiny lower, holding deeper into that lunge. Keep it going. Tiny lift and lower, working into that front right calf. Just a lift and a lower. Chest is lifted. Give me one more. Go ahead and come back to standing. Ooh, maybe shake it out. Grab a sip of water at any time if you need to. All right. Now we're going to come to a standing position. From here, we're going to come into mountain pose, drawing your right leg up. From here, we're going to come back. Option here, you can always bring that block a few feet in front of your left leg. We're going to come to mountain pose, drawing your right knee up. Right toes flex, arms reach up overhead. We're going to hinge forward into warrior three. You can bring your arms back. You can tee out your arms or draw your arms forward. Your hips are squared. Your right leg is straight. Your right toes are flexed. From here, we're going to lower and raise that right leg, squeezing the base of the glute. Your hands can be a prayer out in front to your arms, or locust arms drawing them back by your hips. Squeezing the base of that glute. Just a raise and a lower. Keep it going. Go and hold that leg lifted. Tiny little pulses here. Little pulse. Almost there. Go ahead and come back to standing single leg mat. We're going to do the same thing one more time. Bend that knee. Knee comes forward. Arms reach up overhead. Maybe bend and extend that right leg. Right toes are still flexed. Your shoulders are stacked over your hips. Relax your shoulders down from your ears. Relax your forehead. One more. Hold that knee bent. From here, we're going to hinge forward, kicking that right leg back behind us. Hands to a block, prayer out in front to your arms or locust arms. Straight right leg, flex your foot. Make sure your body is in alignment. You can have a micro bend in your standing left knee. We're going to lower and raise that right leg. It does not have to tap the floor, always an option. Gaze a few feet in front of our left toes. Right toes lower and raise. Straighter right leg, flexing your toes, heel is lifted, toes are pointing down towards the floor, squeezing the base of the seat as you lift the leg even higher each time. Wherever you're at, give me one more. Slow and controlled. Hold the right leg lifted. Go ahead and pulse and pulse. Tiny little pulses here because it's so much fun. Core is engaged. Tiny little pulses. Legs straighter. All right, go ahead and step that right foot to meet the left. Gently roll on up. Roll the shoulders back and forward. Maybe shake out the legs. We're going to go ahead and come to eagle legs. So we're going to draw that right knee back up, and we're going to draw it down over left. Bend deep into your left knee. So option here, you can just have those toes wrapped. You can draw that right leg up and over. You can tuck your right toes around your left calf. You can just point the toes down to the earth. Chest remains lifted. Option here, you can hold and breathe. You can cross opposite hands to opposite shoulders. You can also come into eagle arms, right arm underneath the left, grabbing at your palms or also your shoulders. Chest is lifted. For a deeper back stretch, raise your shoulders up, grounding through the sole of your left foot. Hold it here for 3, 2, and 1. Option to come to sleeping eagle, drawing your right elbow down to your right knee, tap, and then come back up. Let's do 3 more, just like this. Core is engaged, eagle crunches. Keep it going. All right, Go ahead and release your arms down, release your legs, shake it out. You can still keep that block right in front of you. From here, we're going to come into tree pose, still working that right leg. So your right leg can come to the inside of your left foot, your left ankle. You can draw it up to your calf. You can also bring it to the inside of your left thigh, just avoiding your left knee area wherever you're at. From here, grounding through your standing left leg, coming into tree pose, opening up your right hip, holding and breathing. From here, give myself a little bit of space behind us. From here, wherever you're at from tree, we're going to go ahead and step back into warrior two. So your right leg steps back, your right foot is at 45 degrees. We're going to go ahead and draw the arms up and then tee out the arms. We're going to straighten that front leg and bend. Core remains engaged. Just bending and straightening into that front left knee. Keeping it going. Let's do that one more time. Go ahead and come back to a tree. You can have your hands at heart center. You can grow your branches. Sole of your right foot inside of your left. Maybe your calf, maybe up towards your thigh, whatever is comfortable for you. Opening up that right hip here, nice stretch. And then step your right foot back, coming into warrior two. Right foot is at 45. Arms reach up. Go ahead and open the arms. We're going to bring the arms up overhead as you straighten that front left leg. Bend deep, straighten, and bend. We're going to add a little flow into here. Go ahead and hold that knee bent. Go ahead and come into a high lunge so your right toes and left toes are facing the same direction that you're looking at. Arms reaching up high overhead. From here, open up to warrior two. Open up your right toes, arms out to a T. Go ahead and draw your left toes in, coming into big star. Go ahead and open back up to warrior two to the other side. From here, coming into high crescent, facing the right side. Hinge forward, bring it back up one more time through. Open up to warrior two, left toes pivot. Go ahead and come to big star, right toes pivot forward, arms up to a Y. Go ahead and bend deep into that left knee, left toes pivot to warrior two. Cartwheel your hands down. Go ahead and come back up, opening to warrior two. Big star, back over your right knee. Go ahead and hinge down and reaching back up. Go ahead and grab a sip of water wherever you're at. And now we have the other side. I'm just going to face this side so I can stay facing you all. We're going to come back to our down dog. Coming into your tabletop, tuck your toes, bring your hands up, palm print forward, then lift your hips up. We're going to lift that left leg up, bend your left knee, opening up your left hip so your hips are stacked. Your right heel does not have to touch the earth. Maybe drawing a few circles with your left knee, reversing the direction. Noticing how it feels in your body. Maybe bend and extend your knee, maybe circle out your ankle. From here, go ahead and step in between your feet, bring your right hand to the inside of your left arm reaches up, come down, tap the right wrist, reaching back up 2 more times, tap back down, 1 more time, left arm reaches up, and then left hand down to the earth. Go ahead and kick your left leg back, 3-legged dog, and then step it back through, 1 more time, 3 reaches, left arm reaches up, through and tap, left fingertips to the ceiling, tapping the inside of the right wrist, coming back up, tapping back down. From here, go ahead and ground through the back sole of your right foot, coming up to high crescent lunge. Bring your arms up overhead, shoulders stacked over your hips, holding it here and breathing. You can have a deep bend in your back right knee and then straighten it for a deeper high crescent lunge. We're going to add that lunge as we come to cactus arms. Draw your elbows down, your right knee down towards the earth. It does not have to touch, just moving in that direction. Bending and straightening that back right leg as you simultaneously bend and extend the arms. Keeping it going. Almost there. Core is engaged. Give me one more. All right, go and hold that crescent lunge. Go ahead and have a deep bend in your back right knee. You have your hands at prayer, out to a T, out in front on your hips, whatever feels good for you. We're going to raise and lower that front left heel. You can also draw that back knee further in. Just raise and lower. Working into the calf of that front left leg here. Your core is engaged. Your shoulders are relaxed down from your ears. Shoulders stacked directly over your hips. Gaze is forward. Keep it going. Tiny raise and lower of your left heel. Keep it going. All right, release that left heel back down. Walk or step your right foot to meet your left. Maybe shake it out. Go ahead and walk a few feet back from your block. Keeping the block directly in front of you. Go ahead and come to standing mountain, arms sweep up overhead. Ground through your feet, feet are hip width apart and parallel. Relax your shoulders down from your ears. Relax your forehead. Holding and breathing. Slowly draw your left knee up. Left knee is in line with your hip. Flex your left toes. Big inhale. Big exhale. One more. On your exhale, go ahead and hinge forward. Arms can come out forward. They can come to prayer. Arms out to a T. Or behind you, already took her out. You can also bring your hands down to a block. You can lower and lift the left leg. You can have a deep bend or a soft bend in that standing right leg. You do not have to lock it out. Your left leg is straighter. Your left toes are flexed. Core is engaged. Hips are squared. Just a raise and a lower. Gaze is down towards the floor. Your back is flat. Keep it going. Give me one more. Holding that left leg nice and high. Little pulses here. Tiny lifts. The left leg straighter. Left toes facing down towards the earth. Left heel up towards the ceiling. Squeezing the base of your left glute. That's 3, 2, and 1. Come back to standing. Go ahead. Draw that left knee up again. Coming to standing single leg mountain. You can, of course, always hold on to something if you need to. Noticing how one side feels different on your body. Totally normal. Arms stay up overhead. Maybe extend and bend that left knee here. Always an option to also just hold that knee bent, challenging your balance. Your core is engaged. Using your lower abs to keep your left knee lifted. One more if you're bending and extending. Hold that leg bent. Go and hinge forward. Hips stay parallel. Kicking that left leg back. Hands to a block. Prayer out in front to your arms or locust arms. Left leg lowers. Maybe it taps. And lifts. Keeping it going. Core is engaged. Still going. Still moving. Give me a few more here just because it's so much fun. This is our last round for Warrior 3. Leg lifts and lowers. Hold the leg lifted. Tiny little pulses. Still going. That's 4, 3, 2, and 1. Draw that left knee in. Maybe shake it out. Maybe wiggle your right wrist. Now we're going to come into eagle crunches with the left leg. Same option that we did on the right. You can lift that leg up and just cross your ankle. You can draw that leg up and over, bending deep into that right knee. It's almost like you're sitting on just your right leg, single leg chair, but you're crossing your left leg up and over. Your left toes can wrap around, if you can, your right ankle. You can also just point your toes down to the earth, sinking lower into your hips here. You can cross your arms opposite hand to opposite shoulder. You can also come into eagle arms, wrapping your left hand under your right. Regain your balance. You can clasp your hands or bring your hands to your shoulders for a nice shoulder stretch. Lift your elbows up. Hold it for 3, 2, and 1. Coming into sleeping eagle. Left elbow comes down towards the left knee, comes back up. 2 more times. Left elbow down and back up. 1 more time. Eagle crunches. And then coming back up. Release the left leg. Release your arms down. Maybe wiggle out your toes. All right. Let's come into our tree. Same thing here. You can draw your left foot inside of your right ankle. You can draw it up your calf. You can also bring it to the inside of your right thigh. Wherever you place the sole of your left foot, avoid the knee area. You don't want to put any pressure into that knee. So wherever is comfortable for you, coming into your tree, grounding through your standing leg. You can have your hands to heart center. Maybe grow your branches. Maybe come to cow face arms. Your fingers don't have to touch. Whatever works for you. From here, you face this direction. From here, stepping back to warrior 2. So your left leg is back at 45. Arms are up. Go ahead and open your arms. We're going to straighten and bend into that front right knee. Core is engaged. Straightening your front right knee as you straighten your arms up overhead. Arms come out to a T, warrior 2 arms, as you bend deep into that right knee. Give me 1 more. All right, go ahead and step that right foot back to tree. Bringing your left foot to the inside of your right leg. Maybe do different arms. You can sway your arms, challenging your balance here. Your core remains engaged. We're going to come down to the mat after this. Go ahead and step your left leg back to warrior 1. So your left toes, right foot is grounded, deep bend in your right knee. Your back left toes are at 45 degrees. Arms are overhead. Go ahead and tee out your arms. Straighten your front right leg, arms up overhead. Bend into that right knee. Moving here. A few more breaths, just like this. All right, go ahead and step the left foot to meet the right. Maybe shake it out. You can keep that block near you. Maybe grab a sip of water. All right, go ahead and find your tabletop with your wrists directly on your shoulders, knees are under your hips, tuck your toes, bring your hands a palm print forward, lift your hips up, coming into a down dog. Now we're going to bend your knees back down towards you for power dog. Your arms stay long. From here, draw your right knee to your right elbow, step it back. Left knee, left elbow, step it back. Lift your hips up, down dog. Bend your knees into power dog. Left knee to left elbow, step it back. Right knee to right elbow, step it back. Hips lift. Shins hover, bending deep into your knees. Right knee to right elbow, step it back. Left knee to left elbow, step it back. Hips lift. Hips are 1 more time. Left knee to down, slow and controlled. Not rushing anything. Right knee to right elbow, step it back. Go ahead and lower your knees down gently to the earth. Walk your hands back under your shoulders. From here, we're going to go ahead and extend our right arm and our left leg. They're tapping the floor. From here, we're just raising and lowering. Your core is engaged. So your back is flat. Avoid opening up your left hip. Right arm, left leg raise and lower. They're stretched out long in opposite directions. Keep it going. You can point or flex your toes. Just raise and lower. Core is engaged. On the next one, we're going to hold the arm and leg raise. Tiny little pulses for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Hold the arm and leg lifted. We're going to crunch. Right elbow to left knee. Kick it back. Full extension. Elbow to knee. Kick it back. Your core remains engaged. Your left hand is planted into the earth directly under your left shoulder. Your right knee is still grounded into the floor directly under your right hip. Just your right arm, left leg extends long in opposite directions, and then drawing your right elbow down, left knee up under your navel. Maybe they tap, and then extend. Full extension. Keeping it going. Give me one more. Bend and extend. Hold the arm and leg tapping the floor. We're going to raise. We're going to bend. Tap the outside. Extend. Oop, I forgot something. Lower. Raise. Open the left leg out. Right arm out. Drop back in line. Now we bend and tap. And extend. Lower, tap. And lift. Open and close, then tap, extend. Lower and lift, open and close, then tap, extend. Give me one more. Lower and raise, open and close, then tap, extend. Go ahead and draw your right hand down. You can draw your left knee in line with your right knee. We're still going to work that left side. Option here, challenge your core. You can bring your right elbow wide behind your head. You can also place palm up on your lower back. This is to make sure that your back remains flat and you're not arching or hammocking your spine. Go ahead and lift that left leg, wrong side. Lift that left leg out to the side so you're coming into a fire hydrant position. See if I can show you from this direction. I think I've got enough room. You're just opening and closing. Your back remains flat. You can also keep your toes tapping and just open and close. Keeping it going. Left hand grounded, right hand behind your head or behind your back. Palm is facing outward. Open and close. You can also keep your toes and heels together and just open and close. Working that outer left hip. Still going. Give me one more. All right, from the same position, we're going to bring both of our hands down if you have them lifted, and then extend your legs back, coming into everyone's favorite, into a high plank. From here, point your right toe so the top shoelace portion of your right foot is grounded into the earth. We're going to raise and lower, and then flex your toes back into the earth. Point your left toes so your top shoelace portion of your left foot is into the earth. Raise and lower. Option here, you can also do this from a tabletop position. Doing it from the plank allows you to engage your core more. If you're at a tabletop, just extend that leg straight, point the toes, and then raise and lower. Keeping it going. Gaze is down between your thumb and index finger, whether you are in high plank or tabletop. Straight single leg raise and lower. Give me one more on each side. All right. If you're in that tabletop, go ahead and stay there. If you're in that high plank, find your tabletop. We're going to extend the left arm, extend the right leg, straighter arm, straighter leg, and then just raise and lower. Your core is engaged. Think about drawing your navel deep into your spine. Tiny raise, tiny lower. Left arm, right leg. You got this. Still going. Still moving. Your right arm is directly under your right shoulder. Left knee pressed into the earth underneath your left hip. Give me one more. Hold everything lifted, long in opposite directions. Tiny little pulses for 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold everything lifted. Left arm, right leg. Bend, maybe they tap, and then extend. Coming into those crunches, left knee down under your navel, right knee up towards your navel. Coming into bird dog crunches, full extension as you draw the left arm, right leg long in opposite direction. Maybe taking out any little bend that you had just created behind your right knee as you extend it straight. Toes can be pointed or flexed. Keeping it going. One more. Hold the extension. Arm lower. Arm lifts. Open and close. Bend, tap. Extend. Lower and lift. Open and close. Bend, tap. Extend. Your arm does not have to tap your toes. Just moving in that direction, drawing your heel into your seat, reaching your left hand back, extend, lower and lift, open and close, bend, tap, extend. Give me one more because it's so fun. Open and close, bend, tap, extend. All right, we're going to find that high plank again. Oh no. We're going to come back to, can't forget the other side. We're going to go ahead and come into our fire hydrant. So your right elbow wide behind your head or behind your back, palm is facing up. We're going to go ahead and keep either toes together or you can keep them separate as you open and close. I did that side last time. So hand behind your back, open and close. You can have your leg that is completely still grounded into the earth, that knee. You can have it toes tucked, or you can have them flat on the floor. You can also keep your toes pressed in towards one another, just opening that side hip. Core is engaged, flat back. Just open and close. A few more here. Then we're going to find our high plank. Give me one more. All right, release it down. Maybe grab a sip of water. Maybe it's just me since I'm talking so much. All right, with your hands directly on your shoulders, again, extend your legs straight. We're just going to hold it here for a second. We're going to come down to a chaturanga. So keeping your elbows in, you can also lower into your knees if you'd like. Lowering down all the way. Keep your hands on your shoulders, flatten your feet, shoelace portion of your feet are into the earth. Come into a mini cobra, lift. Lower back down. One more. Lower back down. From here, we're going to come into one of my new favorite stretches. We're going to extend our right arm straight. Lift your left leg and draw it up and over the right side body. Go ahead and come back to center for the other side. Left leg extends, left arm extends long. Go ahead and come over to your side. Come back to center. I'm just going to switch over here. Oh no. All right, we'll do that. We'll do that next time. We don't have enough time. Wish we had more time. All right. Come back down to your forearms. So find your Sphinx pose. Legs are extended along top shoelace portion of your feet, grounded into the earth. Let's do some glute work here. Go ahead and draw your right heel into your glute. Extend. Left heel into your glute. Extend. We're going to draw both heels in at the same time. Extend. One more time. Double heel tap. Maybe your heels tap. Maybe they just come close. Left leg, heel tap. Extend. Right heel tap. Extend. Both heels tap. Drawing them up. And extend. Lifting and lowering. Right heels tap. Extend. Left heel tap. Extend both heels. Let's do it one more time because it's so much fun, and then I promise we'll stretch. We ran out of time. I had so many other fun things to do. It just means we'll do more stuff next week. Left heel tap. Extend. Right heel tap. Extend. Double heel tap. And then we stretch. All right. Go ahead and come up to a seated position. Extend your right leg long. Draw the sole of your left foot in towards your inner right thigh. Go ahead and draw your right hand down to the inside of your right leg. Your left arm reaches up, so you're looking out, almost like you're looking out under your left shoulder. Gaze is lifted. Nice deep stretch all along the left side body. Hold it here for a breath. On your next exhale, gently rotate your shoulders down. Left elbow and arm to the inside of your right leg, right hand to the outside of your right leg. You can pull yourself down, maybe point and flex your right toes if that feels good. Maybe drawing your forehead towards your knee. On your next exhale, gently roll up slowly. Go ahead and extend your left leg long. Draw the sole of your right foot into your left thigh. Left hand comes to the inside of your left leg. Right arm reaches up overhead. Chin and chest stays lifted. Enjoying that stretch all along the right side body. And then gently rotating down, right arm to the inside of your left leg. Left arm reaches to the outside. Maybe drawing your nose towards your knee. Heart towards your thigh. You can point and flex your toes. Gently rolling up on your next exhale. Drawing the soles of your feet together. Maybe coming into butterfly, sitting up nice and tall. Maybe roll your head from right to left. Maybe shake your head yes. Maybe circle out your neck, drawing your chin to your chest. Left ear towards your left shoulder. Back down, chin to chest. Right ear towards your right shoulder. One more time through on this side, chin to chest, left ear towards your left shoulder, and then we're going to roll it back. We're going to bring the nape of your neck back towards your spine, right ear to right shoulder, nape of your neck back, left ear to left shoulder, nape of your neck back, back to the right side. Go ahead and roll your shoulders up and back. Nice big shoulder rolls, and then roll them forward. You can extend your feet out long in front of you. Sweep your arms up overhead. And with a flat back, folding over for one final stretch. Reaching further, maybe reaching for your toes, your ankles, your knees. You can also reach for a block. A fun thing that I like to do is to place the block behind me if you'd like to challenge yourself a little bit more and you can already reach your toes. Is reach for that block, maybe past that block, maybe stack a few blocks behind your toes if you would like. And just holding it here for one more breath. And then gently rolling up slowly. Go ahead and come to a standing position. Feet are wide in your hips, toes are slightly turned out. Cross your arm across your body. Open and switch. Avoid grabbing at your wrist or your elbow, just gently at your forearm. Open and switch. Right hand behind your head, chin and chest stays lifted. Open and switch. Nice tricep stretch, nice big inhale. And exhale. Let's do one more for good luck. Fantastic work. Thank you so much again, everyone. This is Yogalates. My name's Amanda. If you have any requests of equipment to use, moves that you'd like to see more of, that you don't want to see more of, please let me know. Leave it in the comments. I'll always read it. Thank you all so much. Have a great rest of your day. See you all soon.